out some of the top names in the sport of motocross and supercross that have paved the way. The first one I'd like to bring out is a two-time, then 125 national champion. He then backed that up with a 500cc outdoor championship. He's still heavily involved in the sport of motocross. He's from the Marty Smith Motocross Schools, a multi-time champ. Anaheim, please say hello to Mr. Marty Smith. You won a couple championships in the then 125 class, and 125s didn't even race supercross at that point. If you wanted to race supercross, there wasn't a support class, and then there was, you know, if you raced supercross, you raced against everybody, and you threw your hat into that ring as well.
Yeah, I rode the 125 for 2 years, and then supercross was just coming into play, and it was so new that they brought it out, and they sent everybody letters and say, we're going to start racing in stadiums. We're going to have man-made tracks. And I looked at this letter, and I threw it in the trash. I thought, that's never going to make it. You know, track inside a stadium? Are you kidding me? And I kind of had a bad outlook on it, just because I was an outdoor guy, and I like rough motocross stuff, and I'm thinking, they showed us a picture of these tracks that they're going to make. I'm thinking, there's no way this is going to fly. It's never going to catch on. Obviously, I was wrong.
You know, we often talk to some of these riders now, and they're like, well, if James Stewart, or if Ricky Carmichael, or if, you know, and the list goes on and on of the or-ifs. If they would have rode back in that era, well, they would have did really well. And what they never take into consideration is as fast in the technique that these guys have. The motorcycles back then were still going to break more times than not. And finishing the race was every bit as preserving your equipment as it was going off a jump, scrub, and speed or whatever.
It really was. There was a time at Snake River Canyon in Idaho, Evel Knievel put on a race. It was a huge deal, big purse. And I was leading that race, and about 3/4 of the way through, my bike started to seize. I was on a factory Honda, and the bike started to seize. And I had a pretty good lead, and I ended up pulling the choke on about 4 times a lap for the last 6 or 7 laps, and somehow ended up finishing the race, and I ended up winning it. And that was a huge purse back then. It was like a $10,000 purse. And
that's a huge purse today, too.
Yeah.
Folks, how about a nice round of applause for Marty Smith?